Tonight, a Brantford man charged with second-degree murder after a fatal shooting over the Easter long weekend. Plus, from battling through the cold winter to construction season, where the region of Waterloo is planning some major projects and how it could impact your drive. And keeping rabbits and rodents out of your garden. Advice and get growing. CTV News at 5 starts right now. Good afternoon and thanks for joining us. A Brantford man has been charged with second-degree murder after a fatal shooting over the Easter long weekend. Officers were called to Erie Avenue and Gladstone Boulevard around 8:15 Sunday night. Their investigation revealed the victim, a 38-year-old Brantford man, acted as a good Samaritan and intervened in an altercation before he was shot by the suspect. The shooter fled the scene before police arrived, but they were able to track him down through the use of their K-9 team and emergency response team, and he was arrested shortly after. The 35-year-old Brantford man has been charged with second-degree murder, possession of a prohibited firearm with ammunition, and breach of a probation order. Well, there may be snow in the forecast, Stell, but springtime means construction season is right around the corner. And the region of Waterloo is sharing what roads will be seeing major projects take place in the coming months. There's a list of roads expected to be under repair this season. Sports World Drive between King Street East and Sports World Crossing in Kitchener will be reconstructed. That project is set to start this spring and run through the fall. While Victoria Street between Fisher-Holman Road and Lawrence Avenue will be fully closed from summer until fall of next year.
This program is focused first on maintenance of the infrastructure that our community relies on every day, with about 60% of the planned work going towards reconstruction, resurfacing, bridge and drainage improvements, as well as sidewalk and cycling upgrades.
The region keeps information on its road construction projects online and also uses a texting service for updates on certain projects. Officials are encouraging residents to check for updates before they head out on the roads. And despite this colder weather today, the region's emergency overnight warming centers have closed. The centers open the 1st of November and close their doors on March 31st. They're meant to provide a last option for people needing a place to get out of the cold overnight. The center's operators say they were at capacity or over capacity since the very first night that they opened, and that the program should be expanded.
So while we said we had a capacity of 30, we would see between 45 and 55 men every night. Some nights we got up to 58. That was our highest. So nearly double capacity. You know, we would have loved to have extended it. You know, we certainly see the need. You know, even in April, you know, we had, a couple of nice days recently, and then we had snow.
Due to overwhelming demand, St. John's Soup Kitchen stepped up to provide overnight shelter space. Tonight at 6, Jeff Pickle will bring us more on the overwhelming demand. And that brings us to our first check on the forecast with Ashley Bacon. And Ash, last night would have been one of those nights where you really needed to find a warm space to stay, because it felt like winter when we woke up this morning.
The cold snapped.
Yeah, no kidding.
You know, I think it was a little bit of a shock for a lot of folks, myself included. When I left to walk my dog first thing this morning, there was not a blanket, but there was a dusting of snow.
Well, I told
in my neighborhood.
too, when I went out for my morning walk, it felt like it was a blizzard.
Yes, yeah, it did. It ended up being a little bit more flurry activity than we expected a little later into the morning, but by noon the sun was out.
Of course,
and things started to melt. Let's take a look at our radar, because that paints a picture. We are looking at no precipitation for at least the next 24 hours. Look at how clear that sky is, Leanne. So if you're a stargazer and like a clear sky at night, tonight is the night to check it out, but it will be a little chilly. Right now we're sitting a -1, so it is still quite cold out there. 24 kilometer an hour winds. So it is a little bit cooler out there, feeling closer to -7. Let's take a look outside from Sports World Drive in Kitchener this afternoon. It is a bit deceiving with that sun shining. It's colder than it looks, Leanne.
Well, hey, that's the beauty of this time of year, is because even though we saw that snowfall this morning, it's not enough to stick around.
No, and spring-like temperatures are on their way back.
That's what I like to hear. Okay, we'll take a quick break here and tell you what you need to know. know, the Cambridge Skating Club is holding an ice show in honor of its 75th anniversary. It's happening at Galt Arena Sunday, April 12th at 2 p.m. You can find out more information online.
Download the CTV News app and stay on top of local stories as they unfold.
We go to a dramatic scene unfolding.
Customize your feed and watch live wherever you are. CTVKitchener.ca, your home for news.
The pain we've been feeling at the pumps is being felt most by drivers of diesel vehicles. The price has surged quickly and sharply, with some analysts forecasting diesel may reach a whopping $3 a liter in the not-so-distant future. CTV's Sinjin Alexander has more on the sting being felt on the road and in the air.
Unsure how high this could go, there is little debate, little doubt on why it's happening. The clear consensus among most analysts.
Are you winding this down?
Can't tell you.
Or are you escalating?
I can't tell you. I don't know.
It's fueled by uncertainty.
We hear about 8 different ideas that are mentioned, but we just don't know which way the administration is going to go with it. And oil markets are trying to sort this out as well.
In Metro Vancouver, the price for regular gasoline hovered around $2.16 a liter. High, but a bargain compared to diesel. Imagine paying that.
Hard to imagine, but that is over $1 a liter increase in the last bit. And if this situation doesn't end soon, diesel still could approach $3 a liter.
If I'm doing groceries and stuff, try to get it all at once and, just limit the driving a little bit.
Then there's the airlines. All the major carriers in Canada have either raised fares, removed flights, or have brought in a fuel surcharge.
It's going to affect me when I have to fly back home from Ontario to British Columbia, and I'm afraid to even check out the prices. I won't even look. I'm scared.
Most of a barrel of oil goes to making gasoline. Less goes for diesel, a fraction for jet fuel. That's making it pricey.
But I think the big tsunami that we're going to hit is going to be supply. We're going to start running out of aviation fuel probably within the next week or so in various parts of the world.
Roughly 25% of the world's aviation fuel comes from the Middle East.
They have till tomorrow. Now we'll see what happens.
And that's why the stakes are so high. Relief is unlikely without peace and certainty. Sinjin Alexander, CTV News, Vancouver.
Today is National Caregiver Day. In Ontario alone, 4.2 million people provide care to a family member, partner, friend, or neighbor, with the number expected to climb to 6.5 million by 2030.
My dad had a couple little strokes the end of 2023. He died August 1st of 2024. And in that kind of 8-10 months, I was amazed at how challenging the caregiving experience is. And I was secondary. My mom, who, by the way, is a retired nurse. So we've got a medical professional, we have somebody who's very, very capable, and then me coming in to kind of, I don't know, what's the baseball term? Pinch hit?
Yeah, that's a good term.
And I still found it really challenging.
Last year, 1.9 million emergency room visits were related to a caregiver need. In addition to the mental strain, being a caregiver can often take a toll financially, with people paying hundreds of dollars out of pocket per month. Canada's Wonderland is making its chaperone policy for younger guests permanent.
This is really a proactive measure for us. There haven't been any major incidents, thankfully, over the last couple of years here at the park. But this is really something that's being consistent and being rolled out at large entertainment venues all over. We're seeing incidents more happen in the States, in the U.S. This year as well. And certainly, and it's happening at parks that don't have chaperone policies.
All guests 15 years old or younger will have to be accompanied by an adult older than 21 in order to be admitted or remain in the park after 4 p.m. each day. One chaperone cannot accompany more than 10 guests. Wonderland implemented a similar policy back in September due to what it described as unruly and inappropriate behavior by younger visitors. The chaperone policy will be in effect for the entire 2026 season, which officially kicks off on May 3rd. Maple syrup season has gotten off to a bit of a sluggish start, with some smaller producers saying they're behind schedule. CTV's Maria Saru has more on what's behind the slow flow of sap and what it could mean for overall supply.
Inside the Hazel Grove Sugar Shack, owner Greg Beamish opens a tap to a thin amber trickle. The evaporator is quiet. No sap coming in means no boil today. He says so far this is his worst season since starting this small operation more than a decade ago.
I'm noticeably further behind than I normally am. It'll be the first year in 12 years I have such little sap.
By now, he should have about 10,000 liters of sap boiled off. Instead, he's at under 3,500, putting production at about 1/3 of where it would usually be.
If I stay where I'm at, yeah, it'll be a poor year. It'll hurt my pocketbook in the long run.
Maple sap runs best when nights freeze and days thaw. But this spring has stayed too cold in some parts of the country, stifling the flow. In Quebec, producers recently reported running about 30% behind last year's pace. And it's what makers across the Maritimes are dealing with too, says the New Brunswick Maple Syrup Association.
If you did plan some investment to change equipment or whatever, you will need to wait another year.
For now, Beamish closes the lid and waits on a warmer stretch. There's still time for the season to turn, and he's hopeful, but each passing day leaves less room to catch up. If production doesn't ramp up by the end of April, Beamish says he could run out of maple syrup to sell before Christmas. Maria Sru, CTV News, Rustico, Prince Edward Island.
Still ahead on CTV News at 5, keeping rabbits and rodents out of your gardens. Now that spring has sprung, there are some ways to keep our plants protected. We'll have advice coming up and Get Growing. And here's what you need to know. Round 2 OHL playoffs begin Friday night at the Odd when the Kitchener Rangers face off against the Sioux Greyhounds. Puck drop 7 p.m. Grab your tickets while you can. Every time we get a little taste of spring, it seems like winter makes its return. And I don't know, we had a tough winter. It doesn't feel like we're getting out of it anytime soon.
Just let the record show I did not order this weather, okay? I have no control over it.
Let's let the record show that.
Let the record show. You know, it's what we call false spring. It kind of happens this time of year a few times. You know, the good news is we are just inching closer and closer to summer. So eventually it'll be over. But as you said, it was a really cold day compared to what we've been feeling the last few weeks. It was a bit shocking at times.
Yeah, it certainly was this morning.
Well,
that layer of snow on the ground, I wasn't ready for that.
Well, let's take another look outside. That snow has melted, Leanne, so no need to fret. We are going to start feeling closer and closer to spring, even as early as tomorrow. We just have to get through tonight. It is looking like it will be a pretty cold night out there. The good news is we're not looking at a lot of precipitation. So let's get right into our future cast because, frankly, there's not a lot to show on it today. Look at all that clear sky. We're not even seeing any cloud cover for the next 12 hours or so. So if you like to watch the stars, maybe check out the moon while Artemis 2 is circling around it. Get out there tonight and have a gander because it is going to be nice and clear to do so. We are looking at a relatively sunny Wednesday and even into Thursday. We will see some patches of some rain come by Thursday, but overall conditions not too bad, especially leading up to it. As we take a look at what's happening across the country, it's 9 degrees in Vancouver and Victoria. On the other side of the Rockies, Edmonton is seeing a little bit of snowfall and just 1 degree. Saskatoon is sitting at 3 with the sun shining just ever so slightly, and it is 0 in Winnipeg. Over in our nation's capital, -2 with a bit of sunshine. Temperatures definitely feeling a little cooler across the eastern provinces today. 0 right now in St. John's, -7 in Corner Brook. Here in Waterloo Region, we're sitting at -1, so below seasonal for what we should be this year, or this time of year rather. -6 with the wind chill, feeling a little cooler than even that -1. Now overnight temperatures expected to drop again. We're looking at an overnight low of -7, feeling closer to -12 with the wind chill. Just a light wind though at 15 kilometers an hour is expected. So not too bad in that regard. Tomorrow though, not a bad spring day. 9 degrees is the expected daytime high with lots of sun shining. So if the sun is out, we should in theory feel a little bit warmer, at least than we did today. Back in 1921, we reached a record 25.6 degrees. That is very warm. We're not going to get very close to that tomorrow, or of course we didn't get anywhere near that today, but knowing that it's possible is almost enough. Leanne, sun setting at 7:55 p.m., 5 minutes away, or 5 minutes away from an 8 p.m. sunset, not too bad. Okay, first at 5 forecast for Waterloo Region. By Thursday, temperatures really skyrocketing up. 17 degrees the expected high with showers. Friday, temperatures balancing back out though. A rain and snow mix is possible. 5 degrees is a daytime high, but dipping below zero overnight to -3. Saturday, though, the sun returns with a high of 12 degrees and 16 for Sunday. Overall, not too bad. Definitely starting to get into garden weather. All right, we're back for another Get Growing, and now that spring has sprung, the temperatures and weather's all over the place, but the animals are out.
They are. And now that the snow is gone, a couple things we want to talk about. One is, what the heck does rabbit damage actually look like?
That's a good one. Yeah.
Right. So when we think about rodent damage, rabbits travel on top of the snow.
Yes.
So we want to think where snow line was, and then we're going to add 2.5 feet because the little darlings stand up. Mice travel under the snow, so you're just starting to see mouse damage, and deer stand up.
Of course.
Right. So deer damage is going to be 6-8 feet plus. In front of me, I've got a couple of potted things. This is a burning bush.
Okay.
And in front of me is the lilac. If we actually take a look at the branches, you can see that it's been very munched on.
Yes.
The challenge is, because it's been munched on in this way, vertically, sometimes we may or may not actually have damage that is enough to kill the plant. But when we think about the living tissue in a tree or in a branch, you've got the bark, and then you've got living vascular tissue, and then you've got all this white stuff, the cambium layer. Cambium layer is no different than our fingernails or our hair, so there's nothing living in it.
Okay.
So if the rabbits actually eat all the way around, it becomes a problem.
Okay.
If the rabbits are smart, and eat only in a vertical strip, chances are you get something to come back.
Okay, so now's the time to get out around your properties and check for damage.
Take a look.
Yep.
And if it's too damaged, you're further ahead to just yank it out. Again, you want to look for that damage going all the way around the trunk. If we've only got it on one side, chances are it'll leaf and it may actually come back.
Okay.
Or you can use a wound sealer. We talked about this earlier. So this product is called Lac Balsam, and it's a paste. So you apply it. It's like a thick honey, and you apply it right over the wound. This will help seal the wound.
Okay.
Is it 100% effective? Not necessarily. But this is a good Hail Mary just in case.
All right, so there you go. So if you're non-sure and you want to try and save your plant, give this a go. It might bring it back, but no guarantee.
You got it. You got it. Now, go ahead.
I was going to say, well, aside from this guy, you've got some beautiful plants on the table here that rabbits and deers don't really like to eat.
So this is what you're planting for next year.
Love it. Okay.
So we're going to pop these guys away. And if we can take a peek, you've got a bleeding heart in front of you, old-fashioned, beautiful, perennial, shade-loving. Now this one's been forced, so it doesn't normally flower now. Flowers in May.
Okay.
The one that we love for this time of year, and this is one,
beautiful.
Isn't it gorgeous? This is called hellebore or helleborus, either one. Phenomenal for pollinators, and if we leave them in place a little bit, we'll see a few bees crawling in through the flowers. Flowers early spring, so March, early April. They are evergreen, so when we look at the leaves, these leaves are actually broadleaf evergreens, so we're going to see leaf throughout the entire winter.
Beautiful.
But they're shade loving.
Okay.
And more importantly, they're dry shade loving. So underneath trees, underneath your pine trees are going to be really good. Against the house is going to be fantastic. And when we look at them, the flower's kind of like a poinsettia. The flower is the actual part in the middle, and it's got these colored bracts around the edge that provides color.
Are they okay in overnight frost, or should they be brought
yes.
in? Okay.
No, now these have been forced in a greenhouse, so currently get them in, pick them up, you get some amazing colors, whites, pinks, there's a beautiful burgundy there, and get them inside if our temperatures drop. But in the garden, if they're starting to come out in the garden, just leave them be. They can even get snowed on.
Oh, very nice. So they're very resistant, perfect for this time of year, and the animals don't love them.
Bingo, you got it.
Okay. Well, here we go. We got our early spring gardens already.
We're getting there.
Already set up and ready to go. Thank you, Tanya.
We'll see you soon.
Taking a break, tell you what you need to know. You can watch the Toronto Blue Jays looking to bounce back in the Gaslight District. The game will be played live on the big screen tomorrow, starting at 3 p.m. It is free to watch, so bring your chairs and get comfortable. Stay with us.
Bounce 99.5 has the music you just can't quit. Home of Bounce Mornings with Angie Hill and Sarge. KW's Bounce 99.5. Listen on the free iHeartRadio app.
Here's the final 5 stories we're keeping an eye on today. NASA has released stunning new photos of the far side of the moon, something humans are seeing with their own eyes for the very first time. The Artemis II crew flew around the moon yesterday, snapping photos and taking detailed observations from the window of their Orion spacecraft. The photos include Earthset, captured as the Earth dipped below the lunar horizon. NASA also shared a new photo of a solar eclipse. The astronauts became the first people to see a solar eclipse from the moon. In BC next, there was a delicate rescue to free a pair of bald eagles trapped in power lines. This footage shows a firefighter along with wildlife volunteers and a BC hydro crew using a ladder here to reach the 2 birds hanging upside down from power lines in Surrey. The birds had locked talons while sparring during nesting season. Once freed, the birds appeared to be okay and immediately took flight. If you buy lottery tickets, you'll soon see changes to the Lotto Max game. Starting Friday, ticket prices are rising from $5 to $6, but each one comes with 4 lines instead of 3. Players will also choose their 7 numbers from 52 rather than 50. The changes are expected to result in slightly higher returns, but the shift to a larger pool of numbers means each individual player becomes less likely to win. Maximum jackpots are also increasing to $90 million. That's up from the current $80 million cap.
Tucker not going, and Hernandez hits it deep to left field for a 2-run homer.
The Toronto Blue Jays will be looking to snap a 5-game losing streak when they continue their series with the Los Angeles Dodgers tonight. The Dodgers just walked all over the Jays last night, beating them 14-2 in their first meeting since Game 7 of the World Series last year. The Jays will turn to ace Kevin Gausman tonight as they look to break out of that losing skid. First pitch is set for just after 7 p.m. at the Rogers Center. And finally for us, more than 1,000 Guelph area elementary students put their skills to the test today. It's part of an annual competition focused on innovation, creativity, and problem solving. Upper Grand District School Board students in grades 4 through 8 competed in different challenges involving Lego robotics, construction, green energy, and tech design, just to name a few. Judges decided which teams move on to provincials next month.
My mom is an engineer, so I would like to be one just like her.
I mean, I'm having fun. I like building things.
CTV's Spencer Turcotte speaks with several student teams and gets a closer look at the challenges tonight at 6. An awesome day it looked like there for students as well. So we'll stay tuned in the next hour for the full story on that. And we will leave it there. Tony Grace has your next local news coming up at the top of the hour. For now, we will send it over to our colleagues at CTV National. Have a great night. Take care.